So let's talk about trust and do some quick Q&A on some of the most common questions we get. So the first question is, what is a trust in regards to real estate? Well, it's one of the best ways to do some estate planning, because after you pass, the trust says exactly what is to happen to all your real estate after you pass. The heirs, all they have to do is follow exactly what the trust says. So there's no question as what to do. Another one of the questions we have, can I use a will instead of a trust to distribute my real estate? The short answer is yes. However, a will does not avoid probate. So even if you have a trust, it's still going to have to go through probate. Having a trust done avoids all of that. The other question is, my parents have their property in a trust. However, they are both incapacitated and are unable to make financial decisions. Can I use a power of attorney to sell a property for them? I would say almost 95% of the time, there's no trust that will allow for a power of attorney. It would go against what the trust is there for. So the trust would have to allow for a power of attorney. You'd have to go through the trust and see if it allowed for that. But it would defeat the purpose of the trust. So most of the time, no, you cannot. Here's another question. My parents passed away and have a trust. However, this property was not included in the trust. Can they still sell along with their other real estate? Unfortunately, you cannot. It's kind of a strict rule on that. Even though they have all this, they put a trust together, they deeded all this other real estate into it, but they forgot this one piece of property. What has to happen now you don't have to go through a probate, but what you can do is you still have to get an attorney, and what they have to do is petition the court, what they call a Hagstead Act. And it's faster than doing a probate, but basically what you're saying, the court is saying, okay, yes, they did mean to put this property in the trust. So it's a faster way to get it done, but you still do have to have an attorney. The other question is, I'm the sole beneficiary of a trust. Both trustees have passed away. Can I put this trust into my name? Yes, you can. However, essentially, it's already in your name. You're probably listed as the successor trustee. The property is in your name. And before you do that, talk to a CPA, because there's some tax benefits to having the property in the trust that may be negated if you put it into your name. The other question we might get a lot is, my parents passed away and I'm named the successor trustee. If something happens to me, my siblings will be named the successor trustee. Can I put the property into my name? No, you cannot put the property name. We will not recognize that. We would actually have to have all the successor trustees sign off on that also. We would look at it as self-serving, and you can't do that. So we wouldn't recognize that. So those are some of the quick questions a lot of people have on that trust. One thing you do not want to do, you do not want to lose that trust. So even though they have it in a trust, we're always going to ask for a copy of that to make sure who the successor trustee is. And sometimes that does happen, and we have to find out who that attorney was that drew it. But keep your eye on that trust. And hopefully you guys found this information useful. And remember, on all your real estate transactions, choose Mike and Bobby with Chicago Title.